there was a lot of buzz just around us and around me, especially. This was my first ever SummerSlam, so a lot of people were there. I'd been doing a lot of press to help promote it as well. So there was a lot of pressure, just a lot of eyes on me on this day. So in the lead up to SummerSlam, like, I knew this was going to be a major event for Nexus and was supposed to establish us as major stars. That was the point of this. And then on the day, I arrived at the building, and I remember finding out not only did we get moved to the main event, but we're now going to go over. Heath Slater, it was Heath, of course. Heath is like, yo, Otunga, you hear we're in the main event and we going over. Oh man, Heath was feeling himself. But when he told me that, I was feeling myself too. It was like, whoa, we are? He's like, yeah. So then, we were excited and like, this is awesome. But I remember it wasn't even so much like going over, it was being in the main event of SummerSlam. Like, wow, I'm in the main event of SummerSlam. I grew up watching SummerSlam. Then it hit and we're going over. So in my mind, I'm going to have time to celebrate a win in the main event of SummerSlam. That is what you dream about. That is why you want to become a professional wrestler. It's because those few moments after covering somebody or winning a championship or winning a main event on a major pay-per-view and being able to celebrate. Those are the things you remember for the rest of your career. And now we were going to have that moment. So I was really excited about this. The whole Nexus was. We all were. And whether they, thought about that part or not, that's the part I was focusing on, is just being able to celebrate after winning the main event of SummerSlam. Come on, man. But then later on in the day, we found out the finish changed. And we weren't happy about it. And in fact, at first, I didn't know if they were ribbing us or it was real. And then come to find out, no, the finish changed and we were going to lose and Cena was going over. Now, there's a lot of speculation as to why this happened, whose idea it was. I don't know. I've heard a ton of different stories, but I also was there and heard it from Jericho and Edge, and they didn't agree with the finish. And they also told us that Cena wanted to go over. So again, I didn't hear this directly from Cena's mouth, but I was there and I heard this from other people who were in the match. And then it was speculated that because we were in the main event, Cena wanted to go over and send everybody home happy, but also he wanted to kind of get his revenge now. Like in his mind, this was the end of the summer of Nexus. He'd given everything. Because you think about it, like, he really had given us a lot. He was the top star, and we beat him down for an entire summer and in order to elevate us. But now he wanted to get his revenge and all the goodwill he put into us. He wanted to have all the goodwill that he bestowed upon us returned to him. And so he wanted to get over on us. He wanted to get his receipts, you name it. However, why? Why now? Couldn't you wait till after? And also, is this the way to do it? Because it's kind of like you build something all the way to the very end until the last chapter. And then right before the conclusion, you start with the next chapter. But you never finish the first chapter. Like, we needed to win this first to be established as dominant. You have these new stars. Then, after the fact, when we're already set, Cena can start getting his revenge or however it is he wants to do it. But also, he didn't really need it. This is John Cena we're talking about. The GOAT. This is John Cena. We're rookies. Like, does he really need to go over on us right now at SummerSlam? Who is this going to benefit more? How many times do they talk about that accolade? Oh, well, John Cena, he won at SummerSlam 2010. Won over the Nexus. The only reason they bring that up is because of how wrong it was. And they talk about it being a misstep in creative. That's the only reason they bring that up. Think about that. So who would that have benefited more? The Nexus. And that's why it doesn't necessarily feel right, because that was the initial plan. So we don't know why it changed, but it definitely was changed. And like I said, this is the truth. Like, we're not just blaming John Cena. This this really happened. I found out Daniel Bryan was their special mystery opponent the day of. They kept him hidden all day, but again, somehow he found out. It told me early. He's like, well, Bryan's here. And I was like, what? He said, yeah, they got him back there. He's their mystery opponent. And so then before we went out for the match, I eventually did get to see him. And, we were talking over the match, but he was hidden all day. But yeah, but the consensus was we were happy to have him back, to see him back, working. But we also felt away, like you're not part of Nexus anymore. Like you're out of it. Like we had to look at him like that, because he also was treated differently then. Because don't forget, like the Nexus, we were always treated like rookies, and I don't know, the locker room just, it's a lot of people jealous of us. And they look down on us. But with Bryan gone and then coming back, he was seen as separate from the Nexus and treated as such. So that's why, like, up until that point, yeah, he'd been part of the Nexus at the debut, but he's not one that we actually like consider still part of the Nexus. I mean, he fought against us at SummerSlam, So before we found out that Cena was going over, I knew that we were supposed to go over. I don't remember what the details were of how we were going over, how many of us, were still in the match, but I know that Nexus was going to work collectively together. I feel like it was something like some of the guys who were eliminated didn't leave, or they came back and helped with the finish, if I remember. I don't think it was it was something like that, where the number advantage allowed us to win. We took advantage of that. I think part of the problem in the booking was you have John Cena on the other team. So in order for Nexus to go over, somebody has to pin John Cena. Who's going to do that? How are they going to do that? And I don't think Cena was comfortable with that. I don't know if it was him or if it was Vince, but like, this is the top guy, and obviously Cena wasn't comfortable with that. But I think there was a way to work around it, but they didn't. They just decided, instead of being super creative and, continuing to build this dominant faction we've invested so much time and effort and money into, we've invested even more into our top guy, John Cena, and, he's not happy with this, so we're going to go with what he says, which I understand. I understand. Not saying I agree with it, but I understand it. So up until that point, we hadn't really been told any specific details about the creative following SummerSlam. We just knew going into that we were supposed to win that. This was supposed to really just get all of us over. And then whatever the new story was supposed to happen was supposed to come after SummerSlam. But when the finish changed and Cena was going over, it seems like that threw a monkey wrench in everything, because now all of the plans had to change. Whatever they were before, they were different now. So we really didn't know where things were going after SummerSlam.